Hey everybody, it's Syntax Live. How's it going this evening? Hopefully you guys come in. I'm having some audio issues right now. But welcome to Syntax Live. And welcome to my special above ground layer. Tonight we got a few notes today to go through. Thing is, I get most of my notes from everybody who puts comments in over the week. And this week there wasn't a whole much to go on because most everybody liked what came out. However, I do have to put this out to everybody really quick. I'm not going to be as consistent with the videos for probably about the next week or two. I'm trying. God help me, I'm trying. Main reason is maple syrup season, folks. If you don't know what that means you got to spend a lot of time watching shit boil. And that means that you also spend a lot of time, splitting wood and doing a whole bunch of other stuff where your attention is some other place. Now, you would think that'd be easy to sit and write. I try. It's a little hard to write when you're shivering, okay? It's not so easy. Anybody in the comments, I'm sure if you've done maple syrup before, you know it's a very long, lengthy process. And of course, when somebody comes to hang out with you, you kind of can't write when you're there. And you kind of can get burned out because your attention's always there. So I will be putting stuff out. There is a video dropping tonight. I was able to get that one done. It took me forever because I was so messed up. And I'm sure all you guys who write have gone through the same thing. You hit burnout. You've concentrated so much on one thing that even though your body's fine, your brain is basically mush. I mean, it's just, you can't focus on anything. It was so bad. The first time I did audio, it was like my tongue was broken. It was messed up. Yeah, you guys ought to be glad I don't do a whole thing on outtakes. Oh my God. That'd probably be like 3 or 4 hours of me just cursing up a storm as I fuck the words up. You know, it's just the way it is. So on that, you know, don't worry. I got my notes in front of me, so I'm not going to mess up. And that was the first one I want to talk about with maple syrup. Also, I want to give special thanks to, and he didn't put his name out, J2DGE. He's actually sent me a couple of super chats or thanks over the week, and I appreciate everything. No matter how large or small, I appreciate all of it, just like I appreciate you guys watching the videos, commenting, putting the likes in. It means the world, folks. It means the fucking world to me, and I appreciate every single one of you. On that one, I will pop a top, and here's to you. Here's to you, your health, and the health of your family. Which, if you've been going over the whole video, if we had known, you notice it's ... at the end of that. Family's a big deal in that story. Main reason, if you haven't caught it, it's because the enemy grows slower. It was kind of like 1 or 2 lines in there, but since they're so big, they age slower. They grow slower. So like, look at elephants. It takes them like 2 years to get to maturity, where it's incredibly lengthy. I mean, hell, gestation's what, a year? It's crazy. So, all right. On to the next one. Oh, no, I already talked about comments. Okay, the t-shirts, folks, the t-shirts. I finally found a t-shirt shop that was there. I'm working with them. They're coming up with designs right now. Now, this is going to be the big reason why I want to get you guys tonight. I want you guys to put in the comment section, whichever side that's on. For me, it's over here. Put in if you want something specific. As I'm right now, I'm only focusing on one story, okay? One focus, and that's ambush predators. It's going to be on that, and it's just going to be one image on the back and possibly one little thing on the front, but most of it's just going to be on the back. Now, I need to know, do you guys want it on the back or do you guys want it on the front? Okay, I'm giving you guys the option before these things are done so that I can give you guys the best product. You guys know I'm all about that shit. So, on that note, the t-shirts are being designed at the moment. I do not have them. If I had, you guys would see Syntax Live. Hurry up and put your email in because that's how I'm going to do it. I haven't even decided how many t-shirts I'm going to get, probably somewhere around 30. That's what it looks like so far. If things go more, I might talk to a merch shop. I might just hand them out. It depends how it works. So again, comment sections, folks. If you want on the front, if you want the whole design on the front, or you want on the back, that's what I need to know. And if there's any particular design you like that, from that story, from Ambush Predators, that just sticks out for you guys, again, put it in the comments, put it over here in the board. Let me know. I'll go over them. I'm sitting here ready to take notes. This is the time for you guys to add your 2 cents. And for me to spend a whole lot more than 2 cents so that I can get you what I promised. And I'm going to promise that. And let's see. Next thing on it is everybody okay with the historical references when I touch on that? I will say the last big one I did, and I believe it was 2 days ago, the last If I Had Known came out, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, how is I going to get this character lined up exactly? And somebody in the comment section, he figured it out like right away. I'm like, you sneaky little pain in my ass. You figure all these out. You guys are smart. I can't get anything past you. But if you've ever heard of the old 666, which was a bomber in the Pacific, and their crew, that's what I based those guys on. And you know how I love historical references. So by all means, call it out in the comments. And I read them all. If you're the first one, I always give, the extra heart and say, congratulations, you got it. Especially if you're able to reference it specifically. One guy just got a heart and another guy got congratulations, you're the first one. Because he didn't just reference the bird, but he actually had like the captain and stuff on that. He actually knew it was the Eager Beavers. So I appreciate all that. Now, I need to know if any of the references either went right over your heads, or like somebody trying to drive my car. Oh shit! There's a clutch. Oh no! What do I do? That's why nobody can steal my car. Kids don't know how to drive a stick. They look at it. What is this thing? An extra e-brake? So if there's anything that just was lost, either it or the reference just wasn't funny or didn't work, you guys got to let me know so I can fix it. All right. One thing in the comments that did come up is the fact that in a lot of the stories, there's a lot of shenanigans, or the hint of shenanigans, as in bounce pow wow shenanigans going on. And one guy actually got very adamant about the fact that he's like, what is this? What is he? You heretic. Oh my God, you freak. It's always humanity first. Like, okay, calm down, dude. You are not a space marine. Apparently he didn't actually follow If You Had Known, because the biology doesn't match up. Without extreme medical intervention, things don't match up. And that was kind of the point of that character in that moment. Now, for those of you who are actually writing these stories, they actually made a joke about this in Big Bang Theory, where you never hear one of these green-skinned ladies going, hey, Captain Kirk, get your thing out of my nose. It's the biology might not be there. It's just that simple. And it was just one of those things I put in. Originally, it was supposed to be a joke, which was the whole reason why the woman who was assaulted screamed at the snake and said he was hung like a field mouse and was laughing at him. That was meant to be a really sneaky joke. And then one person in the comment section said they almost drove their car off the road. They were laughing so hard. I was like, okay, I didn't know it hit that good, but if one of you guys laughs, that's great. But specifically, if you guys are making your own stories, remember that whatever biology you are mixing together, even if the parts line up, the genetics might not. Maybe the genetics will and the parts don't. It's really rolling dice. It really, really is. All right. On to the next one. Last week, you guys were bringing up the Discord. For the life of me, I spent an hour looking for that Discord. I couldn't find it. I don't know why. I couldn't find it. I had written everything down from here, and I'm jotting it all down. I looked again for at least an hour, and I'm hitting my head against that wall right there. Thankfully, I missed the window, but I hit my head against the wall, just like going nuts trying to find it. So if you guys were like, "Where the hell was he last week?" That's what happened. I just couldn't find it. And I was searching, I couldn't find it. So that's almost the end of my notes for here. I'm knocking them out pretty quick. So again, I don't have much. I get them off the comments mainly. So, one sec here. Yeah, I found out that when I'm doing any type of audio, I gotta stay away from the darker sodas. It clings to my throat, and I start like messing my words up. So again, when I start going through the comments here, I'm going to be looking almost specifically for ideas. I want ideas for the t-shirts. Again, if you guys have something specific, for right now, it's going to be very, very similar to the very end of the story. I actually showed the guy the channel if he wants to read the story to get inspiration when he draws it, because it's a brand new picture that's coming out. It's not referenced anywhere. So again, if you guys have ideas, I just wonder if I should have as the last line in the story, as far as the first episode, with a little box of the guy saying, boo, which, yes, you guys, I do have to admit that was inspired not only by my past, when you actually kind of walk up to somebody and they go, oh, well, I didn't see you there, boo, but also Master Chief from Halo. Yes, I did actually have that going through my head when I wrote it. So on that note, I'm going to be going into the comment section here. Not too much yet right now. Some people saying, yay, I'm not late, and I'm first. Yay. like a Muppet. Yay. All right. Yep, stream is up. Hello, fellow life forms. Hello, Tekkaman. As he rages on. Okay. Sniper. And it's funny. I was one, if not the only one, that noticed the reference in the last video. Yeah, actually you were. Let's see. Okay, great. Now stream is up. I'm the highlight of your week, dude. You need a better hobby than me. I mean, come on. Yeah, I know, self-deprecation on that. But yeah, I would hope that you have more than just waiting for me and my freshly cut hair, which he didn't do a very good job. There's like long strings back here that are sticking up. I'm like, you missed a whole section, dude. But the dude's like 80 years old. I'm not gonna give him that much crap. Okay. Let's see. Kale's saying, hi, Sniper. Let's see. That was me that got. Yeah, I know you did get the reference there, Sniper. I just didn't write your name down when I saw that. I should have. Let's see. He says, I watch a lot of World War II stories, and I like the one of Old 66 and the old pup B-17 got escorted. But yep. Actually, that was Charlie Brown. That was the Charlie Brown story. For those of you who don't know, that was B-17 in the European theater. Two of its engines were complete garbage. Half of its guns were either malfunctioning or empty. They were beat to hell, and there's no way they would have got past the shore cannons from the National Socialist Workers Party, German Social Workers Party over there. And so the BF-109 went up behind him, looked, saw the tail gunner was already dead, pulled up beside him, scared the living crap out of the pilot and the co-pilot, because the waist gunner either wasn't at his station or he was toasted too. And he's like, just kind of follow me out. And that's why, if you've seen the World War II, they got the big yellow noses. And that was to tell other pilots and the ground crew, hey, I'm on your side. Don't shoot me. But yeah, that was, they actually met after the war. They became pretty good friends. The pilot of the BF-109 Messerschmitt and the B-17 Fortress. It is a good story. Let's see. Kel says, well, I always notice when you reference some historical reference, but it's more like there is the disturbance in the force kind of thing. So I don't know. Does that mean it pulls you out of the story? That's what I'm worried about. I don't need to pull you guys out of the story like the girl power moment in Avengers Endgame. And not to be political here, but when not only the adults but the kids audibly go, ugh, you know it's bad. Although I swear to God, in that movie, I thought for a moment I was gonna get my ass kicked. I seriously thought somebody was gonna beat me into the ground for one simple reason. When they said something's coming through the atmosphere, and I was like, wait a minute, everybody's already fighting. What are they talking about? In the flash of blue and red, I just screamed, "Oh, the bitch is back!" Because there's kids all around me. I thought one of the parents was going to jump up and start wailing on me. I look over maybe 4 seats away, and there's some father. His kids are already laughing at what I said, and they're enjoying the movie. And he's laughing so hard, he just gives me a thumbs up, and he's holding his stomach. He's laughing so hard. So, yeah, not a bad movie. A couple bad scenes, but not enough to ruin the movie for me. Okay, back on here. But yeah, Kale, let me know if it does pull you out of the story, and I'll kind of pull back a little bit on those. I don't want to get rid of them completely because historical reference really helps. Main reason is if it worked in real life, it'll work in a story somehow. Let's see. Rage. I didn't get the reference, but I could tell where it was going from the chapter before. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually when I said this story took a life of its own, that's because there's about 4 different storylines happening simultaneously. So I'm not focusing on just I have to focus on one primarily in the story, but I'm always referencing 2 or 3 others. And that's kind of the point, because there's always things moving around you that are going to change the dynamic of things. And for those of you who write, always keep that in mind. One of the people I know, and unfortunately he doesn't write anymore because he physically can't. But when you walked in, his entire wall was just covered in notes and diagrams. And every time he finished, he was actually helping write books. No, I'm not going to tell you who he is, because he's one of these guys who just wants to be left the hell alone. And he'd probably get out of that wheelchair just to beat my ass for saying. But in any case, that's the way he did it. And you have to find your way of doing it. You have to find your niche in that. All right. Okay. Kale said, wasn't Ava has mailed the invitation? Like, if she emailed it to me, I didn't get it. I did check my emails. She did set up that last week. I know she's not here this week. I think she's mad at me. If you're listening, Ava, sorry about that. I did check it out. I swear I kept going in. I couldn't find it. I have no idea. War Sniper, you found the Discord. Oh, is it active right now? That's the question. Yeah, if you have it, I didn't put my email in this video, but it's just syntax117 at proton or gmail.com. And yeah, I'll definitely find it. Yeah, Isaac, the B-17 name was the Ye Olde Pub. It was. It's just everybody referenced it because Charles Brown was the pilot. It's just, yeah. That's how I remember it, was the Charlie Brown incident. But you are 100% correct on that. Let's see. Rage says maybe squeeze a Night Witch or oh, I want to so bad. The main issue on that is fighters in space is kind of a no-go. I use drones a lot for that reason, because to actually maneuver enough to dodge direct fire weapons, especially when you're getting close enough for point defense, you have to maneuver like a friggin' missile on crack. And holy flying donkey turds. Yes, Demon, I see that. And I'm just going to say, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Holy shit, Demon. He dropped $100 in a super chat. Demon, I am so grateful for you. Dude, you are freaking awesome. Absolutely. Let's see. He says, yeah, your super chat is working again. Shirts don't matter to me. I'd buy one either way. Love the reference and Easter egg. I don't comment on the videos much because YouTube just auto delete them a lot, and or because I'm at work. I'll email you the Discord link, and the mail will be from Hadahori. Why does that sound like if I actually said that correctly, I could get arrested? But yeah, I will definitely. I'm going to actually write that down. I'm not all of it. I'll break my tongue trying to say that. God dang. But yeah, like I said, super chats, they come in, boom, you jump to the top of the list. And again, Demon, I cannot thank you enough. That is freaking awesome. You just might have paid for a new piece of equipment, actually. All right. I don't want to miss anybody here. Let's see. Kel says, no, I mean, I noticed you try to reference something, but I'm not sure which historical events you try to reference. Sometimes they're similar. Yeah, I can see that. The thing is, they're not always historical references. Sometimes they're movie references, TV references, a book reference. You know, just like I did the story about drop or orbital drop. It's complicated. I actually had a line in there that says, I always get the shakes before a drop, which is actually the very first line in the book Starship Troopers, which, let's see, do I have a copy right there? I should, but I'm not going to reach over and grab it right now. I keep several books on the bookshelf right here that I just think they're great, and I never get rid of them. Every once in a while, I'll read them again. The references, they don't just come from history. Okay. Don't let the audience know who the main character is. Yeah. Well, yes and no. There is a main character. You kind of know who it is, and it will come back there. It's all going to loop. All these stories should loop. And the ones who do a crazy 8 are the folks who do like Hot Fuzz, that movie, Shaun of the Dead. Those guys are excellent on referencing in the beginning and then referencing towards the end, pretty much the same way. They do that this crazy 8 loop thing, and they do it so well. And if I wore a hat, I'd say hats off to them. But the reason why you don't want to follow just one character is sometimes the story gets very linear, and I wanted to dodge that as much as possible. War Sniper, I'll ask there in Discord. War Sniper asking for the email. You know what? I'll just put it in here. Oh, every time you go into one of my videos, not live videos, but regular videos, there's always the email is down there. And that's what I'm going to use. Okay. Where was I? The G's in a space fighter would be insane. The G's in the space fighter would turn you into salsa. That's what they would do. They would turn you into very chunky salsa pushed up against a wall. That's why, for those that don't know, this is the reason why pilots have to wear what's known as a G suit, so the G forces don't kill them. I kind of laughed when Maverick did the whole 10G thing. Your body cannot stand direct 10 Gs. It doesn't happen. Your body can handle about 9 Gs without going squish, as long as it's only for about a second or two and you are wearing one of those protective suits. The fact that he was wrapped up like an astronaut shouldn't have been anything. It's just I saw that and I just couldn't stop laughing at that. All right. Now, I will say this: Space Fighter in space, their rage. A lot of people immediately start looking like Babylon 5, which is the closest anybody's going to get. That design is so good, NASA bought it. I mean, it's just really, really good. So, yeah. But the thing is, you're still not moving nearly fast enough in a space environment unless you are almost at exact range, because the time it would take for a shot to travel is enough time for you to move. But when you're up close and personal, again, close enough for point defense weapons, you don't have a lot of time. You got about a second or two to get the hell out of the way. And the amount of jerking sideways. Now, I was airborne, okay? And this is something the pilots did, the Air Force guys. I don't mind them practicing, but I wish they had warned us whenever they're going to. And they would literally go and do this with the plane as you're going up. You're standing up, you're hooked up with holding on to the static line, and you're just being jerked around that son of a bitch. And a couple times your feet come off the ground. A few guys hit the ground. You got to make sure their freaking chute didn't pop open, because if they did, you better jump on it really quick, or else they're going out the door the hard way. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be quite messy, actually. For those that don't, if you ever actually watch a video where somebody's chute opens prematurely, you watch how violent that is, being yoinked out the plane like that, especially if you're going out the side door, because you're just going to be racked. That being said, that's extremely light compared to what space fighters would have to pull off, which is why the meat bags that we are, it doesn't. Actually, that was one of the best lines they had in Star Wars there, when they're fighting. He's like, flying is for droids. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. In space combat, it is. In atmosphere, we actually beat the drones, because a lot of these are very, shall we say, simplistic. Most computers cannot dogfight. They've actually tried to design fighters that can dogfight, and they have intercourse with a vacuum. That's how they are. Yes, they fucking suck. And yeah, that is a very old reference. If you don't know where that originally came from, I'm going to learn you something here. I'm going to reference a movie, actually, where it was the original Teen Wolf. There's a line he was supposed to say when the teacher got his friggin' schwang caught in a vacuum cleaner, and somebody was supposed to say, "Man, that fucking sucks," and that's what that was supposed to be. But they, after the theatrical release, which it was only in there for like a week, and then it went out on video. By the time they sent it on video, that line was completely cut. Just the way it is. But then again, they cut some of the best lines out of the best movies anyway. So, all right. Make the screenshot of, okay. Let's see. Sniper says, maybe make a t-shirt or other clothes with parts of your story, like art you make with text on it or something, or a fleet of ships. The other option I had besides ambush predators, by the way, was God dang, hold on, let me get a drink. I just stepped on my tongue. Was flying bricks. And I actually joked with the guy. I said, basically, you're going to paint over a shoebox and just put that up there, because there's no such thing as aerodynamic in space. And he laughed his butt off, because he knew exactly what I was talking about. And He thought maybe do that one. If this goes over well with the t-shirts, I might make some more, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, fleet of ships. Now you got to be careful with the fleet of ships, because if you're referencing an alien species, you don't want the ship to be too, well, human. If you ever watch that god awful movie called Aliens versus Cowboys, or Cowboys versus Aliens, whichever way they had that, the ship they showed looked like it was built by people. It didn't look like it was alien design at all. It was completely, well, stupid. I mean, the movie was dumb, but still. Let's see. Kel says, there's a way to make 2 characters or more so it doesn't become monotonous. It's called plot piece character. Yeah. Or something. So essentially, there are 2 or 3 main character, one as the center of the plot. Now, the things you kind of stepped on that, because if the one is the center of the plot, you always have to have them close by. If you have multiple scenarios going on, you don't have to have that main character. And you'll know who the supposed main character is by the end of it, and it's not going to be who you think. I'll just warn you about that. But yes, you could do that with about 2 or 3. I've seen it done to at least a half a dozen there, Kale. I've seen multiple main characters, and no one person was the actual main character. And let me phrase. If you don't have anybody who's the actual character you're supposed to follow, it gets a little funky, because sometimes it gets hard to follow what's exactly going on, because you would have to know what both characters are doing, or 3 characters or 4 or 5 or 6 are doing at the same time, because what this character does might affect this character, but also affects this one. But what affects this one might affect this one that affects this one over here. And it's this whole, yeah, you got to really watch that. And if you're following one, it just makes it a lot easier. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my mind here. Okay, Rage says, like Galaxy Quest, they changed the line from, oh yeah, you can actually read Sigourney Weaver's lips when they said that. And I laughed. Everybody said, did you see what she actually did? Yeah, they were trying for that sweet PG rating as they shoot somebody in the chest. But it's PG because it's blue blood. It's not actually, I'm like, screw that. You freaking blew his heart out his spine. That's not PG, you bastards. But then again, the original RoboCop was PG-13, and we all remember what happened to the dude's hand. It's just, gone. All right. Let's see. Kale says, and another, just to expand on the lore or setting, they could move independently, but influence the main story. Watch Letter from Iwo. Yeah, I did see Letters from Iwo Jima. I saw that, and that was yeah, that pulls on the strings of somebody who's actually seen the bad shit there. Not actually in the Pacific, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, you could do that. The thing is, again, if you follow somebody who doesn't change the story, if the story doesn't advance, you lose a lot of people. And I really, really, really have to watch that, because I've seen some just start out to be so awesome. And I have to say, a couple animes did this, where it started out really good and nothing happened. It was literally watching like episodes of Family Guy without any of the original humor the first 5 or 6 seasons. And now the humor falls flatter than a pancake that drops on the floor, and the dog shit on it. But it has to progress in some, even just a little bit. The story has to progress, which is one of the reasons why people were able to handle watching Dragon Ball Z, when the entire story is one person taking a step up onto the platform. How many Saiyans does it take to screw in a light bulb? 1, but it'll take them 2 seasons to do it. Yeah, that's what that happens. And it actually almost stop people from watching that show. It was driving them nuts because they were just wanting to finish the freaking show. So let's see. Rage says, as a fellow mech warrior, do you know about Jake Kabrinsky? Why does that name sound familiar? God dang it. I just, you know what? It literally went from the front of my brain down the back and then fell down to my ass because I just totally, I know the name and I can't spit it out. Although I do have to ask you, Rage, what's your favorite mech? Any weight class, by the way. And I'll ask anybody that question. I can let you guys know here in a minute what my favorite is. It's been that way for a very long time. I don't think it's ever going to change. And it's a classic mech. It's not actually a newer one. But yeah, if you guys want to put in your favorite mech, I'd love to see which you guys like. Now, I will say this is not my favorite, but if you upgun it, the Blackjack is actually deadly. And that's another one when you talk about story. A lot of people give the Blackjack, especially for the actual tabletop game, a lot of crap. But you got to remember, for the time it became famous, the only thing they were fighting is lights and mediums. And I've actually played the games against folks where they're limited on the size of the mechs they can bring. And I said, I'll just line it up with Blackjacks, or if they can bring whatever mech they want, I line up with Jaeger mechs of all things. And I send one scout out there. And as soon as I see them, they can't even see me. And I'm just pumping them full of holes. And by the time they get within visual range, they're either dead or crippled. And it's just the way it is. Rage says he's all about the Flashman. The Flashman. The Flashman's not a bad one. It looks goofier than hell. It's a walking light bulb. But, I mean, it's definitely not a bad one. Thing's really hard to kill. I personally would upgun the damn thing, but that's just me. It's got enough for its own doing, that's for sure. Me personally, I'm a Highlander man. And I don't mean because there will be only one. No. I like it because it's bracketed. It's bracketed for all ranges. It's got not one, but two weapons for extreme long range. It's got at least three, if not more, weapons for medium range. And it's even got short range capabilities plus a massive melee. So all four brackets are covered. That's why I like it. By the time you even get within, mech fisticuff range, you're probably halfway shredded or you're already done. That's the thing about the Flashman. That's why I would upgun it with some ballistics, because the damn thing is like a Nova Cat. It runs hot. It just runs so damn hot. And that, again, that's the only thing I'd really change about it. I mean, again, it looks goofier than hell, but it's tough. It's rugged. And every time I see one of those things, I make some distance. I don't want to get close. But if you're going to get close, just make it fire like crazy, and you're going to get a little hot. You're going to get so hot that the auto eject might go off, and then suddenly a mortar goes up your ass. Yeah. Of course, if you're in a firefight, you're going to be so clenched, nothing's going up there. And yeah, for those of you who actually did catch the line, when I used to say, or a couple times I said the pucker factor, that's what you're talking about. You're so scared it kind of, puckers you down. Demon says, forgive me, I have played Mech Warrior and own the newer one, but don't have them memorized. Hey, that's fine. As long as you're a Mech Warrior fan. A lot of 40K people are pulling over to Battletech and Mech Warrior because it's more realistic. And have fun. I know about the friggin' lasers on the damn thing, Rage. I know that thing is just dangerous. That's why, again, I like to get some distance, because the armor's so damn thick. You just gotta shear it down a little bit. Let's see. But anyway, it'll take a while, Demon, but you'll figure out exactly which one suits you. And that's the key thing, is you've got to find a mech that suits you. I know many people that just absolutely love the direwolf, but if you're playing actual people, that thing's a walking coffin because it's too damn bulky. It's just too flat out too damn bulky. It can pack a lot of firepower. It's got a lot of armor, but you are very slow and very easy to hit. But hey, to each their own, right? And they can be devastating in that thing, especially when they upgun it. Whew. Like they said on Blade. Ooh, this is exciting. Let's see. Let's see. Demon, send the link. Yep. I haven't checked my emails yet, Sniper. I will before we end. Demon says, I personally like the medium-sized ones. They let me jump around, jump around. But can still, yeah, you like your mobility. Okay. There's not a problem with that. That's one of the reasons I like the Highlander. It's one of the only assault mechs that can jump. That's why they actually have it. It's where they came from, the death from above, where you jump up and you land on the mech and you crush the sucker right into the ground. And if you got him laying down, you might be lucky enough to just crush the cockpit and, hey, you save the rest of the mech, kill the meat, save the metal. Hey, why not? Rage says, Direwolf is a walking bullseye. Yeah, provided it's not looking at you. If it looks at you, run. Because it will charge at you, and it's hard to get through all that armor. Wargamer says, I would be a sniper mech or anti-tank. Well, they are all anti-tank. They're all designed to take any type of armor down. Now, if you're talking specifically sniping, you're limited to PPCs and Gauss rifles. Me personally, I'm a Gauss fan just because it is so devastating. The original in Mech Warrior 2 was terrible. It didn't do any damage, and it was expensive, and it was heavy, and it just wasted space. But when they actually showed it what it can do, whoo boy, especially if you aim somewhere in this area, every once in a while, you aim a little high, or you hit a little high, and, free mech. As far as anti-tank, you just need a ass ton of missiles. Let's see. Demon says, as for weapon, I tend to run all lasers in Alpha Strike. It's just fun melting the other men. Well, yeah. If you like mediums with lasers, then I suggest I'm trying to remember, Blackjack D, I think it is, the Davian version. Their whole thing, their whole shtick is energy weapons. Me personally, I just put a rack 5 in there and call it good. But hey, that's me. Or sniper rifles, my fault. Let's see, Kel. I think I need mod to change the SFX on my Mech Warrior. It's a bit too arcadish for me. Too pew pew, not boom boom enough. Okay. Yeah, the audio settings on that one, all I'd say is turn the bass higher. You really don't have to go crazy on that. You just got to get more of the bass. Now, if you do that, I've done this before. If you do that and you do a lot of the push to talk with everybody else, you're going to have trouble hearing them, a lot of trouble. And sometimes that can cost you matches. Mech Warrior 4 used an Argus with Gauss and LRMs. That is the Argus is one of the simplest mech designs I've ever seen. It's almost lazy, but that Rage is one of the most devastating designs I've seen anybody put on it. All you need is a freaking oh god dang it. I sorry, I just had a brain fart. Put something like an Arrow 4 launcher on it or something. Preferably nuclear tipped. And then you got some serious firepower in a little bitty package. I only say that because the Argus looks like somebody took a beer can, went like this, and poured water all over me. Um, but yeah, it it's an extremely simplistic design. Yeah, cheesy but fun. Let's see. Demon says, I mean, I do enjoy playing a big ass Atlas with tanks for days, but the ability to jump is just too useful. Yeah, play to your strengths. It's all I gotta say. Play to your strengths. Just like anything else. I mean, that was kind of the point of ambush predators was we found out we're just really good at we can hide really well. But when violence of action happens, that's when we truly shine. And but yeah, play to your abilities. I know a lot of people they still putz around on with light mechs, and when you get some of the light mechs that just how do I put this? If you don't play a light mech like you're in a light mech, you are fucked. I mean, just straight up screwed. Reason being is you're going to get shredded, and you're going to get shredded extremely quick. You can't take hits. You hit, you run. You don't hit, see if you landed, try to get a second hit in. No, you hit and you run and you hide. You know, you're a harassing mech. You're not really a fighting mech, not in lights. But it seems like Demon, like kind of like with them, you want to hit, dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge, and shoot while you're doing so. Rage says the Uziel was also nice. The Uziel for a medium was just tanky as all hell. A really interesting design. Again, simplistic with a sloping armor, trying to glance a bunch of shots. And again, it was simplistic, but it worked. It's like the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Oh, Fabian's here. Yeah, Fabian, we got talking on BattleTech and Mech Warrior while you were away. And we're talking about favorite mechs or preferred mechs and also certain ways of maneuvering them and what works for each person. And again, each person is a little bit different. Now, I've actually done the whole missile boat thing just because we need a missile boat. For those that don't know, a missile boat is a mech that has almost no other weapons but long-range missiles attached to it. And you just spam fire those suckers out like as fast as you can. And if you have one that you can protect, then it's great. But I've also been the missile boat, and I've hit the push to talk. I'm like, guys, you're leaving me behind. Next thing I know, I'm getting flanked, and I'm screaming Mayday into the freaking headset. Guys, I'm over Grid Echo 7 heading your way. I'm getting tore up over here. Get your asses back here. And yes, I'm more the Overwatch type guy. One of my preferred mechs on MechWarrior Online, everyone's going to make fun of me for this, the Jaeger. I pilot a Jaeger. Reason being is the weapons are up high, so I don't have to expose much of the mech, and a lot of these ballistic weapons fire way out, and the way I fire is just constant, and I got a AC2 and an AC5. If I fire one right before the other, and I just hold them down, it's not going to be bang, 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 bang. It's going to be it's all up in your face. And while I'm doing that, I'm letting people know, hey, movement here, movement there. Plus, they can see my tracers. So the only problem is you always got to have a UAV on standby because there's always some little light mech, little fucker who will get behind you and then suddenly start shooting you. Ugh. It's like having a doctor come up behind you and trying to give you a prostate exam with poor depth perception. I mean, it's just terrible. But the kicker is on that one, as soon as you shoot the UAV, it doesn't matter if they have a stealth mech or not. Everybody knows who they are, and the LRMs just start raining. Literally, bring the rain, and that's what they do. And that's when you work together, it all works. Okay, where am I? Yeah, good choice. Depends on how you play. You can't, unless you up the armor on a Jaeger, you do not want to go toe to toe with anybody. That being said, I used to outfit when MechWarrior Online first came out. I was the guy who outfitted them with an AC-20 on either side, And people think, oh, Jaeger, easy target. Oh, shit, AC-20s. Oh, shit. Oh, what the fuck? Why is my arm missing? You know, oh, shit, my missile pods are gone. What the? Let's see. Ninja Shark. Hey, at least you're not a baby shark. Okay, Ninja Shark. I'm more surprised that 6 people are watching this live stream and you have 8.19 thousand. Yeah. That's because it's just me talking. If there's not as super interactive as I try to be, a lot of people don't stick around and listen. It is what it is. I only do one live stream a week, though. Let's see. Rage says, I used the Kintaro. That alphas with 60 MRMs with 2 medium laser. You are mean, dude. You are mean. The Kintaro is one of my favorite mechs for one reason. It is one of the best ambush mechs you will ever find. The problem is, as soon as it engages, you can't run. The back armor on a Kintaro is so damn thin, it's scary. I mean, seriously, somebody's just going to hit you with a small laser. Next thing you know, your reactor blows your butt off. I mean, not so fun. But when they first strike, they are devastating. They're absolutely devastating. And they have a lot, and I mean a lot of armor on the front. So they can actually take the return fire, still reload their missiles or whatever you got, and fire again. Last time I used the Kintaro for MechWarrior Online, I loaded it up with rocket pods, actually. And I just ran straight at everybody. And I literally did a push to talk and went, Leroy Jenkins. And I just ran straight into everybody. And I went right for the closest one, which was a catapult. And I fired everything right in his face. Rockets, lasers, everything. And he exploded. And then I hit the friggin' artillery and I ran through it. And before I knew it, somebody got behind me and blew me up. But then I got an extra kill because the artillery landed right on his face. So, hey, you take the good with the bad. Let's see. Demon says, there was an Xbox 360 game called Chrome Hounds, and it was fun. I miss it. It was a slow-moving custom mech game online, squad-based. Too bad. Chrome Hounds wasn't, how do I put this? Chrome Hounds wasn't bad. I tried it. The only thing I didn't like is it was too blatant of a ripoff of BattleTech. BattleTech had been out for about 10 years at that point, and Chrome Hounds was just... Originally, it was a PC game, by the way. It came out around the same time as MechWarrior 2. And everybody was trying to ride the wave that BattleTech was given. But, I mean, it's not a bad game by a stretch. Personally, I couldn't get into it. Amish. Oh, Amish is here. Cool. Hey, bro, what's up? Shiny? Am I really that shiny? Am I really that new? Ooh. You know, okay, yeah, now I'm all shiny. Sniper says 12 people now. Yeah, there is. I can see the count. It bobs and weaves a little bit. We're only going to keep going for another about 10 minutes here. But in any case, Kale says, yeah, I hate a light mech. I'm so bad at playing them. But when somebody else uses it, they're just like an angry spicy chicken. That's good. Dude, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right because that was funny. An angry spicy. I'm gonna write that down. Angry spicy chicken. You know what? Next time I do a battle against an avian species, I've got to remember that angry spicy chicken. Just they're coming at us like angry spicy chickens. That's like when somebody says they're coming at you like an amphetamine soaked circus monkey. I mean, it's just, yeah. It's dude, that was, oh shit, that's funny. Hold on. Ooh. Technoman says you run sideways with the Kintaro. Yes, you do. You don't just stand there, but yeah, you can't turn your back. Demon says I didn't know that was on Whoa, hey, ha, ho, hold up, everybody, hold up, wait a minute. Hamish sent 200 New Zealand dollars this way. He says, "What's up, brother? What's up, Hamish? Can you get a voice changer for different characters? That would be super cool. And lower your videos, man. They are the best. You're my hero. You make every day something to look forward to. Thank you so much for all you do for us. Dude, you are very welcome. And just like I did with a certain demon before, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I know, get up, I'm worthy. But anyways, dude, that is freaking great. Dude, I appreciate that so much. I do have to say this, Hamish. You weren't here for the beginning. I got to let you know that I am going to be a little late with some of the videos. I got one coming out tonight. Hopefully, I got them good for a couple days, but because it's maple syrup season and it's kind of hard to write when you're shivering from the cold and everything else, it's going to be hard to keep them coming out every single day. That being said, I will do my damnedest because you guys have been fucking awesome tonight. I will let you know I have been looking into not only the voice changer, but I have been trying to look into how to do gaming stuff. You guys have brought that in. I would focus on strategic games, not only first person, but also overhead, real-time strategy, that sort of thing. Somebody told me I should look up that Attack on Toys. Unfortunately, I just haven't had time. I downloaded it. I haven't even had a chance to play it. They say it's really good. I should do that and also talk the tactical aspects of things. Now, I will let you know, I've seen people play Attack on Toys, and I look at them, and I do one of these a lot. Like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You idiots. Is the very first thing they want to do is get guns. I'm like, no, dude, you need an economy first. Duh. So as at least if I'm going to do that, and don't worry, it wouldn't stop me from the stories. The stories come first. But if I was to do that, I would be doing it very analytically. I'd be showing how each of the sections need to be hit, the battle plan, and how I plan to go forward. But until the office is built downstairs and the basement's being worked on right now, until that's done, I don't think I have the time. Plus, again, with everything going on, syrup season happened right after syrup. It's into planting season, getting everything ready. So, but I'll be doing everything I can to make sure you guys, you awesome, you awesome people, you crazily awesome people, then I will do everything I can to get the stories out for you guys. I'm not gonna play that game. I mean, especially since you guys have you done so much for me here already. It's just crazy. Okay, back to these. Fabian asks, will you be updating the Battletech story? Which one? I got two. There's one that's straight in from Battletech, and there's one that is a Battletech, more of a Battletech reference than anything else. If you're talking about the one where the clans actually invade Earth, that one was actually meant to be expanded on a lot. Actually, that the whole story wasn't meant to end for a very long time. I didn't get a lot of views on it though, so if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. The other one you also might know as the Galactic War Games. Yes, I had to actually do that voice that way to actually stretch it out. And yeah, you're right, Hamish. A voice changer would help because when I kept doing the Galactic War Games, believe me, I must have blown through about 3 or 4 of these drinks because my throat was killing me. I can't expand the Galactic War Games anymore. That one, it got to the point where they're facing off against everybody and beating everybody's ass by shoving Gauss rifle rounds through their nose, right through to their ass. So they're getting skewered. Plus, I did a quick reference in there to 40K plus Star Wars and all this other stuff. That one I can't. I've written myself literally into a corner and I can't get out for that one. So I'll see what I can do about the other one. Let's see. Are we? Juan says, "Are we getting a snake episode tonight?" Yes, you are. You are. I put that out at the beginning of the stream. Yes, there is one coming tonight. I've been busy. I've been very, very busy. I've been trying to get them out, and it just hasn't been working. I'll see. Fabian says, I thought my eyes was playing up, then all I could see was red. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when he jumped in with that 200 super chat. Holy shit. Dude, you guys are awesome. I can't explain that enough. You guys are freaking awesome. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to Hamish. That's cool. Sniper says, would be epic if Sin would run a platoon of 48 people on Planet Side 2. More like be the platoon sergeant, because I was one. I mean, you got to remember the LT doesn't exactly do well in those situations. I haven't actually played Planet Side 2. I'm not as big of a gamer as I used to be, not by a long shot. But then again, when you're young, you think you got all the time, and you get older and you realize you don't. So, I mean, and it all just gets eaten up. War Sniper says, I would join for sure. One thing I would love to do, but I did actually see a team. You guys might know who it is. I don't know who it is. On Battlefield 1. These guys, every single one of them, I know was current service members because of the verbiage they were using. They weren't all Army. There's a couple Marines in there, and I think there might have been a couple Navy guys or maybe some Air Force guys in there. But the verbiage was correct. And what they did is they had the point, Apple, Baker, Charlie, they're using the old references, but like they should. And it's being captured. They would come running in. They would set up their mortars. Everybody knew exactly where on that. And they would stop. They would go, okay, stop, hang it. And they set it, and they would set the mortar up. Of course, the person on screen is doing more than, or they're going before the actual verbiage is gone. And they would give the actual fire commands. And then they'd be like, add 50, left 50, fire for, or left 100, fire for effect, however they wanted to do it. And then they had their small group of assaulters actually go up, and they'd be picking off everybody who was running from the explosions. And then they would just run in, take the point, and they're just slaughtering everybody. And then they got banned. They got banned because they were too good. That's the thing. I've actually been kicked off of servers because I was doing things that was pissing them off. I was playing Battlefield 2142. And I had found a way to actually snipe with a tank. And I pissed one guy off something fierce, and he got me kicked off the server. And then I found out he actually hosted the server, the jerk. So, yeah. Okay. Ava says, you arrived from having a nap. Oh, Ava is here. Okay, cool. Hey, Ava, I want to say I missed the Discord yesterday. We were talking about that earlier. The Discord from last week. I looked up for that. I swear, I looked for that for about an hour. I couldn't find it. I don't know why. It just, what the hell? I don't know. I don't know where it was. I wanted to join you guys. I couldn't find it. Okay. But I didn't see you in earlier, Ava. I thought you were mad at me. Anyways, let's see. Fabian says the clans arrive. Yeah, I could definitely expand that one. I'll go to see what the view count is. View count works, I might throw it in there. Okay. Everybody's saying hello to Ava. Hi, Ava. Hey. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I get down here in the other ones. You're already getting ahead of me, sniper. You sniper, you. Hopefully you're not a scout, because, well, the snipers, they actually know what they're doing. Scouts, I've actually walked up on, kicked awake, and go, hey, buddy, it's the Op 4. You're dead. I'm not dead. You can't find me. Well, I'm just going to take your radio here. I'll see you later. The guy falls back asleep, wakes up, his radio's missing. We have it returned to the CP, Z'd out, so there's nothing in it. They got to go get it refilled with everything. Drives them nuts. Anyways, Demon says, got to leave for work, so I got to go, unfortunately. No mandatory overtime next week, so I have to leave early. Oh, shit. Okay, Demon, take care. Good luck at your workplace. Don't get hurt. Since there's no overtime next week, take advantage of this. Yeah, for sure. He says, I have a bye. And everyone's saying hi and bye. See you later, Demon. Okay. Amy says, yo, I play PlanetSide 2 on PS4 EU server. Yeah, I'm not a big game. I don't have the time anymore. Either I'm dealing with the chickens, or I'm building or repairing something, or somebody's pulling me away. Like I said, it's syrup season, so I'm out there for hours and hours. I literally boiled for 12 hours straight. I lit the fire at 06 in the morning, and I got done 1800 at night. I came in and we finished boiling it inside. It's just crazy. Okay. Ava says, we are playing PS2. I'll bring Laughing House. I don't know who Laughing House is. As long as it's not Loud House, because you mentioned that anywhere near my dad, he freaks out. He hates that cartoon. My nieces want to watch that, and we're like, nope, not going to happen. Anyway, let's see. Ava says, it's okay, Sin. We're going to email it to you. Okay. Oh, so you got the Discord. Okay. Yep. Fabian says, could you do a capture the flag story, humans against aliens? That's kind of what the Galactic War Games was. It was more of a free-for-all type thing, but yeah, it was kind of capture the flag. Could I? Yeah, sure. I'll put in there. I'll just have to remember to keep the L in there. When you're saying capture that, never mind. And Amish is back. Oh, shit. He says, also, brother, join our Discord. Haven't you haven't yet. No, I haven't. Remember, I couldn't find it, Amish. I couldn't. I was driving. It's just going crazy. If you're talking about tonight, I haven't even opened it up yet. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, hold on. My computer's going nuts. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that's my computer just decided to freak out on me. But yeah, you guys already sent me the Discord link in the email. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to link into it, because for some reason I can't do it while this is going on. Wow, holy crap. More people coming in. Oh, shit. Story, A New Life in the Stars can be continued. Actually, yeah, it can. You got to remember, it ended with the guy actually creating that world of what I call demonoids. It's and that was his new life in the stars. But yeah, that could easily be. There's plenty of things that could happen on that one. I'll look into this. Okay. Life in the stars. Yeah, I could continue that one. Absolutely. But holy crap! Now you guys got me. I don't even know where I stopped on here, because every time there's a super, I always jump to it. Let's see. Ninja says, if the future would use AI to help you with your story. Oh, fuck no. I'm not using AI. That right now we're being inundated with so many people that are doing that. They're literally cut and pasting. I don't even want to call out their channels, because I might get banned for calling them out and people going in there and downvoting them into oblivion. But I'm sure you guys, if you've checked other channels, and there is no emotion in the voice while it's going. They even actually have an AI with a British accent. God, Aqua Squirrels has got to be pissed on that one. But yeah, I refuse. I absolutely refuse to have AI assist me in any of my writing outside of a spell check. And the AI can find the darkest part of my ass and kiss repeatedly for that. Ava said, give me a 50 BMG rifle and a ghillie suit and disappear. Well, that actually, Ava, you missed the earlier conversation. I was asking for ideas for the shirts. So if you wanted, a Barrett behind the ghillie suit, that would be something we could do. Let's see. War Sniper, if you all are on Miller, then I can bring the big guns and kill 2 Bastions with 1 Colossus. I'm guessing you're talking about Warhammer on that one. I'm not so sure. It's again, I'm not a huge gamer, so yeah. Let me I go and check on here, but again, every time I click, I don't even know if the live stream continues as I'm going in, trying to make sure on this. Hopefully you guys can still see me because I can't see you. I'm going in. Hold on. Ooh. Aha. Yep, it's there. I actually saw the email. I don't know if you guys got me or saw my Gmail stuff on the screen when I was doing that. I had to do a really quick check. But it is there. You guys sent it to me, and again, I will be in there as soon as this is over. But right now the comments are still ripping in, so as long as they're coming in, I'm staying on. It is what it is. Let's see. The link is there. Yes, it is. Let's see. Caleb says, if you're looking for suggestions for games to play and possibly stream, here are suggestions. Sins of the Solar Empire. Hold on, let me write this down. Sins Solar Empire. Sounds like something I made. Star Trek Legacy. Trek Legacy. Age of I have the original Age of Empires and StarCraft, actually, but I just haven't played them in a long time. The thing with Age of Empires, now they might have fixed this, but there's an actual computer glitch if you're playing against the computer. If you actually build the walls at least 4 or 5 layers thick, the computer will not, more often than not try to cut through that. If you literally section yourself off on the corner of the map, and they just won't come at you. And if you find someone going in, all you got to do is ally with them, and boom shakalaka, you're done. Now, if you're playing against other people, that's totally different because they'll just amass and blow through your wall. StarCraft, I always, depending on which faction I had, I always had a specific way of doing it. It got way too easy with the Zerg. Why? You just Zerg rush everything. And just, unless you're playing story mode. That was my only problem with StarCraft, is especially if you're playing against another person, they would Zerg rush you. I mean, it's always been a thing. And no matter how many bunkers you made, no matter how upgraded you tried to make your people, no matter how many you threw it there, you just couldn't kill them all. And just that, to me, it made it not fun. Don't get me wrong, when you actually are able to get some aircraft and you can blast all the little Zerg bastards down, then you got something. But StarCraft, to me, the original StarCraft got really, really boring on that one really quick. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. Ava says, story idea. Hold on. Human with spider silk glands, just fucking around. So, Spider-Man, got it. Spider-Men and women. Okay. Now, the thing is, that would really depend on where that gland is. I mean, they made a really stupid movie called The Spider Babe. I'm sorry, but if spiderweb comes out your friggin' vertical axe wound, just no. Funny, but just no. That was just a goofy movie. It was dumb. The only reason I even watch this because when you're in Iraq and you got so much freaking downtime, you'll watch anything. I actually watched every season of Smallville. God help me. Hell, I even watched what was that? Stargate. It was funny because the actors were having fun with it. But anyways, Fabian says, I'm on my second listen through A New Life in the Stars. Yeah, well, cool. Maybe you can give me some pointers. Let me know if I missed anything or I overdid something. Because I don't get, since I don't have a lot of time, I can't go back and double check all my stuff to see where I need improvement or if I did improve, yada, 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 that stuff. And that's the reason for the live stream, folks. If you have anything that you really, really want me to or need me to work on, if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. I will definitely get to it. By the way, you need to start designing your own logo. Well, that's actually on the channel with the red syntax on it. The simplicity of it was meant to be the logo itself in completely in stencil every time. Syntax is always in stencil. Yes, I did steal that from the A-Team, but it was meant to be like, here's what we're all about. But if I could, I might have somebody design me a different logo. That'd be cool. If one of you guys has a design, you can go ahead and ask me what I think by sending it in via email. However, do not send it in without the watermark, people. I am not going to even consider it. I'll look at it, but I'm not going to even respond unless you leave the watermark. I've had my stuff stolen. I'm not going to sit here and say, send me free shit. Your work. No, you will get paid for your work. I'm not going to play with that bullshit. Okay. Fabian says, in other words, AI could shove itself up its own arse and park itself on the second shelf on the right. Ooh. That sounds colorful, Fabian. Very colorful. Keel says, you can put it on a shirt. Really? Me shoving the AI up its own ass? Really? That can be on a shirt? No, I'm kidding. I know you're talking about the logo. Let's see. Ava says, Zerg Rush. Yep. Zerg Rush is just, again, it's every single person who plays Zerg does the exact same thing. Everybody. And I can't say I blame them. It works. See. Meets Eigenvel's tanks. I don't know who Well, if you meant the siege tanks, I know those. Yeah. I did that once. I was playing somebody and the map was so big he couldn't get all the way across, and I was able to line up 4 bunkers double stacked, and then I had like 3 or 4 stacks of siege tanks right behind it. And they held out for a while, but they only can hold out so much. And once they realized that the little Zerglings weren't enough, they sent a few of those spitters in there, and eventually they just ate away at the front, and I couldn't repair it fast enough. Let's see. War Sniper says, no sin, a Bastion is a assault carrier that an outfit clan can summon and pilot. Oh, hold on. And spawn. Empire specific fighter from them, and Colossus is a super heavy tank that has 1 main gun and 4 gun. Why do you need 4 gunners for 1 main gun? Are you saying probably small guns on the outside? Assault carrier versus a heavy tank. Yeesh. Gee, I wonder which one's going to win. Probably the one that can fire from orbit. Or I might be getting these wrong. It sounds like a 40K thing. It really does. I don't know where this is actually, what game or what reference you're talking about, Sniper. Okay, let's see. He continues with a big railgun that can destroy the Bastion with a sky shield that protects it from Bastion. Oh, okay. So I should have just read the rest of it. So basically, you're talking about one that's firing down from orbit, and another one's firing up that can reach orbit. that might be a bit mad as far as mutually assured destruction, because if you end up shooting that big ESF down, or sorry, the Colossus, no, which one is it? No, the Bastion. If it gets hit and it's going down, what's the last great act of defiance? A good old fuck you as they crash their ship right into you. So again, mutually assured destruction on that one, possibly. For ire. Yeah, somebody's a Protoss player. See, Fabian says, I really need to get into gaming again. A lot of things you talk about goes over my head. Very few things I talk about as far as the stories are gaming. I don't really reference too many games. I reference books, I reference TV, I reference movies, and definitely reference history. Now on that one, like I said, if you're interested in getting into gaming to know my way of saying that it wouldn't fly. Okay. Sorry. My jaw just kind of said it's tired. Okay. Ava says, hey, War Snipes. I'm on outfit nutcase who jumps collision. Okay. Rage says, have you ever tried Air Mech? Is that like Air Jordans? No, I can't say I've tried it. Fabian says, okay, I'll take notes. Let's see. Ava says, Air Mech is not my cup of T-Tech. Why not? The only Air Mech I know is when you hit the jump jets and then you land on someone's face. And not in a fun way. Keel says, at one time, I really thought the Protoss was saying, for ire. Yeah. Yeah. Back then, yeah, it was very different. The one thing that really got me, though, was the fact that if you watch the original StarCraft, Kerrigan was black. And the fact they changed her into a redhead kind of twisted me the wrong way. I'm like, and the only reason is if you have a preset character, you have to stay true to the preset character. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Stay true to the preset character. That's don't do anything else. I mean, if you think I'm going one way on this, I didn't like Batgirl either, the live action one, which was so bad. Oh God, that was bad. Okay. Let's see. Ava says 20 siege tanks with a shitload of Vikings. Not been beaten since StarCraft 2, yet rips ground with air units to shreds. Okay, I haven't played StarCraft 2. Well, at least not the story mode. I watched the videos and whatnot, but I didn't actually play the whole game. So yeah, I'm a little late on that one. War Sniper says, well, the Bastion lost because I killed 2 of them. Why not? Oh, the Bastion just burns up. Okay. If it burns up in the sky, then that's different. Now, let's see. Kale says, speaking of 40K, did anyone notice some Titan head crotch cannon? And they say I reference that shit too much. So he had a boner blaster. Okay. Oh God dang. He had a boner blaster, a crotch cannon, a dick delivery system. Oh God. Somebody did. I only got those because somebody did literally A to B, and they did that the whole thing. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, dude, you got too much time on your hands. But they're just, oh shit. Okay. I should have my eyes open for that. Amish with another $5 New Zealand. Awesome, man. Hey, brother, so sorry. I've got to go. Please enjoy the rest of your night. I'm looking forward to your next video tonight or tomorrow. It's midnight Eastern Standard Time, 4 hours from now. Looking forward to the video when it comes out. Thank you. You are very welcome, Hamish. Everyone say bye to Hamish. And he's taking off tonight. And thanks again, Hamish. You guys are freaking great. I can't underestimate this. You guys are freaking awesome. Like, seriously awesome. Let's see. Where was I? Let's see. Sniper says, damn it, I have all my gear on Miller. Let's see. War Sniper, if I can transfer my account from server one day, I'll try to join you there. Yeah. Okay. Ava says, haven't played. Yeah, it's the thing is eventually a lot of times video games is not something everybody does for their entire life unless you're actually paid to do it. So, yeah. Anyways, let's see. Ava says, North Carolina shotgun shitters for life. Turn off friendly fire. We are invincible. Yeah, that is nothing like a good old-fashioned war crime stick to really even things out. And I'll let you know, when I first started playing multiplayer Halo, the guys around the corner who would just sit there with the shotgun right at neck level would just, devastating. Absolutely devastating. They're worse than that guy who's way off in the ether with the friggin' Barrett, just popping shots every time you just hold still for 2 seconds. Yep, that's Hamish ejecting. And all right, guys, we're gonna be going over again. Just to recap everybody on what we were talking about. First off, again, I'm losing my pen. I'm losing my mind. Try to get videos out every day. Might not be a thing. Special thanks to everybody tonight who joined. T-shirts. If you have any other suggestions, please put them in the comment section below. Down that way. Meat Gazer. Anyways, put them down in the comments. I do read all the comments, folks. I read them at least once a day, if not twice. So I will be putting all the references down. If you have any interest in putting your 2 cents in for what type of shirt, what designs, what should be said on it, any of that, all comments will be considered. All right. Also, again, thank you for all the comments on the stories, folks. Even if you're just giving a thumbs up, said you like it, you hate it. If you find something wrong, please let me know so I can fix it. I can't fix it if I don't know it's there. And as soon as this is over, I will be looking in the Discord after I go empty my squirrel bladder, because we've been sitting here talking for a while and I'm getting pretty far down on this. So let's see. Everybody's saying night to Hamish. Everybody did. Let's see. Ava says, oh, Halo, I got a story for you. I was the guy that held an entire map on Valhalla 40 to 2 every match. I don't know. Is that a 40K thing, or is that a StarCraft thing? You guys got to reference which video game you're at, because there's a lot of people referencing different stuff in the chat. Fabian says, thanks, Mr. Sin, for the live chat. Look after yourself. I will, sir. You take care of yourself, and everybody needs to take care of themselves too. All right, before I go, safety brief for everybody, and this is for everybody. Okay, I'm not going to stop anybody from going out and having fun, but please do it safely. If you drink, you don't drive. If you drive, you don't drink. If your buddy wants to drink and drive, you are free to beat their ass into the dirt. And when the cops say, why did you do that? You send them to me. I will even say, hey, I told them to beat their friends so they didn't drive drunk. I will gladly go in front of a judge again and say that. I wonder if this time the judge is going to laugh too, just like my sergeant major. It's still wintertime most everywhere. Be careful on the roads, folks, especially those of you who are out there on the night shift. I know there's plenty of you who listen to my stuff who are on the night shift. Some people are either coming back and they're just really sleepy, or they're under the influence. Be careful of other people. for the love of God, if you don't think you can make it home, if you, for whatever reason, just pull over, catch a couple Z's, wake up and go again. People, it ain't worth it. I know a couple people personally who got very, very messed up over stuff like this. Also, if your little soldier's going in the bush, make sure he wears his poncho. Hint, hint. You don't want to catch the ring of fire, people. It ain't worth it. All right. If you're going to play with fire, play safely. Well, yeah, pretty much. Take care of yourselves, folks. Have fun, everybody. For the love of God, have some fun in your life. It's more than just listening to Syntext, even though I appreciate you guys listening every single time. Guys, go out and have fun for yourself. I'm actually looking forward to a couple movies coming out. I mean, shocker. Hey, movies, if they come out and they're good, I'll go watch them. If they, if they're terrible, we'll make fun of them. All right. This is going to be Syntext. I am punching out.